I 3D printed some valves for my Honda Jazz, which has a 1.4 liter engine, and we're gonna be installing them in my Honda Jazz. No, it's just a joke. I 3D printed these valves so someone that is teaching school or any class will be able to download them and explain a little bit about valves, or how they work or what they do, or the shape of them, why they're in this shape, or how do we call this or how we call this. So this, unfortunately, I ran out of filaments, so I did not print the part here, which is the retainers that hold the valve springs on. But I did not want to talk about the retainers because that's not much interesting. I wanted to talk a little bit about car valves. If you know what car valves do, it will depend on the car engine. Some injectors inject in the throttle body, some injectors inject in the intake manifold, and there are some cars, some engines that inject directly to the cylinder head. I think those are a little bit older models, but there are few that do that. So basically, if it's a direct to the cylinder head, the only thing a valve will do is allow air and release the exhaust gas from your cylinder head. But all modern cars have the injectors in the intake manifold. So basically what a valve does is when the time is, the valve will open and it will let air and fuel to come inside your cylinder. It will close, boom will happen, explosion will happen, and then the other valve will open, the exhaust valve will open, and it will release the exhaust gas out. So basically the only thing a valve does is opens, allows fuel and air to go in, closes, seals the cylinder, and releases the exhaust gas through the exhaust valve. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the valves because I think I saw one day a YouTube channel where someone was building Harleys, and from what I saw on that YouTube channel is that a normal valve, the seat basically looks like that. As you can see, just a straight edge and it goes flat. I mean, there are some other that will have this one a little bit rounded, but most of the times this is how it is. So when he wanted to make a little bit extra power for the air to flow a little bit better, for the air basically to not go here and then straight to the side, but for the air to flow a little bit more nicely, he ground the edge. He ground this edge here. He gave like a he grounded quite a lot. So basically what he created, something like that. As you can see, this is the ground edge, this is the seat, and this is the grounded edge. So basically when the air comes in, it has a nice smooth transitions. And I think some of the more expensive and some of the race cars do the same thing, or if you buy an expensive set of valves, they will come with a rounded edge here. So that's what I wanted to say, and this will be available on my thanks page for whoever wants to download the valves. Of course you can scale them up or down, that's up to you, and my purpose was to make them for educational purpose, or a display in your office or a desk or whatever. They are the same, the only thing again is the edge. So but this has like a little bit more poor airflow. This one has a little bit better because it's rounded. And you could, because the person that I saw would do it on YouTube, he just had like a grinder, he had like a jig, took a grinder and just rotated the valve until the edge was smooth. I did that before on my motorcycle. I cannot say that it performed any better, but when it's small cc's you cannot see much of a difference. So yeah, this will be available on tap for whoever wants to download it, and again, educational purpose. I'm not saying that you cannot put them inside a car, because I wanted to do a video that I'm gonna put the valves, the 3D printed valves, but they will need to be printed from a higher material, and maybe they will last for like 2 seconds of idle and they will melt for sure. But that's for another day. So yeah, go and check them out. If you want to download them, you're gonna have to pay a membership of 20 euros, but I believe it's worth it because you can sell them online for yourself and make the profit. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and share, and I hope I will see you in the next one.